Hi everyone, it's PJ here, and I just thought I'd record a quick video message regarding the volatility that we're currently seeing in the metals prices and the shares and the underlying shares. I'm getting calls and emails from many of you, asking what's going on. Hopefully you're reading my updates and the newsletters that I send out on a weekly basis discussing the markets and the conditions that are going on. But I thought it'd be best for you to hear the sound of my voice and get some reassurance that I am not concerned in any way whatsoever about what's going on right now in the share prices. The reality is that in the metal space in particular and the mining shares, the underlying shares, we're going to see a lot of volatility. And I've probably spoken about this before, but there's a big difference between risk and volatility. Risk for me is a measure of something like, is the company going to go broke? What's their chance of having continual bad quarters? Is their cash flow declining? Things of this nature, things that are issues with a business that are going to actually make it not be successful in the future. Whereas volatility, which is what you're seeing right now in the markets, is actually just a measure of price. It's what on any given day the buyers and sellers of a particular share believe that it's worth. Now, for all of us, including myself, with a lot of the mining shares, we have an entry point. We have a price at which we purchased. And the reason for owning them, the reason for purchasing those shares is still intact. Long term, we are in a gold and metals bull market. All the shenanigans going on with the governments and the printing of money and all this stuff that's going on is still very relevant, very prevalent, and getting worse.
This deal is getting worse all the time.
It's just that as human beings, we expect things to happen probably differently and quicker than they're ever going to happen. So my message is simple today. I just wanted to say, do not panic. There is no reason to get worried. This is a long-term deal. So in the next 3 to 5 years, that will be how these investments get measured. But rest assured, the companies that are in the portfolio are solid companies. They are metal producers, so they actually have production. They're not just some explorer, developer, or a hole in the ground out in the middle of WA. They're actually robust, solid, multi-million dollar, in some cases multi-billion dollar businesses. So again, no reason to panic. If anything, you might consider adding a little bit more if you have some spare cash to do that. But I am fairly confident and comfortable in the positions that I've initiated for all of you at this stage. With regard to the overall markets, to me it looks like we're topping here. The market is reluctant to push forward, so that usually means that that's a sign of exhaustion. And I'm quite comfortable in waiting here just to see what happens with the ASX and obviously the US and European markets in particular. So best thing I can say to you right now is be patient. Don't worry about checking your accounts every day if you're doing that. And as I said, if you're thinking that maybe this is a buying opportunity, I certainly wouldn't disagree with that, although I expect we'll see a little bit of continued weakness in the metals over the next maybe week or two. Seasonally, this isn't the best period for the metals. And so if anything, just do nothing, sit on your hands. And obviously, you can always call me, ring me if you have any questions or want to discuss anything. Thank you and have a great week.